Well, let's look at the ACC, the Atlantic Coast Conference. Who stood out to you? And there's a lot of great teams. You got the two Florida schools down there, huge. But who stood out to you in the ACC this year?
Well, Virginia Tech did well with safety Nick Dew and company. Frank Beamer keeping it consistent down in Blacksburg. But when you talk ACC, it's got to be Jimbo Fisher. He's picking up where Bowden left off. He's bringing in the defensive players, and it's ridiculous. Jeff Luck, he is a great linebacker. And just because he's under 6 foot, teams don't think he will be that good, but he projects to be a great linebacker. Look at London Fletcher. I know you always mention him. This guy is going to be a future pro. Also, LaMarcus Joyner. This kid's a real deal out of Fort Lauderdale area. He's going to be a great cornerback. They ran Christian Jones. His dad played for Florida State. So Florida State defensively, down a couple of years, that Seminoles defense is going to be back on top where it used to be.
Well, it's always good to see that Seminoles defense aggressive, fast, making plays. That's what I'd like to see out of Florida State in the future. Now, let's go up to the Mid-American Conference in the MAC, and who had an outstanding class this season?
Well, Bowling Green did pretty well. They got a linebacker named DJ Lynch and a couple others, so look for Dave Clawson, the former Tennessee offensive coordinator, to keep improving that roster.
Well, now let's take a look at the Mountain West Conference. It should be a BCS conference, but let's see who stood out. You have BYU, you have Utah, you have TCU. Who stood out this year in recruiting?
Well, Bronco Mendenhall knows he needs to do a big job. He has a big job ahead of him. He needs to replace Max Hall, Dennis Pitta, and a lot of offensive weapons, and he did that with the quarterback out of Washington named Jake Heaps. He's great. Ross Appo, wide receiver out of Texas, and a defensive end who stands at 6'8", Bronson Kafusi. So overall, the Cougars are on top of the Mountain West Conference.
So that's our 2010 high school recruiting wrap up here at Football Game Plan. For Tyler Merkovich, I'm Emory Hunt. Be sure to check out more of our videos at youtube.com/footballgameplan or check out our prep football section at footballgameplan.com/highschool.